Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Commissioners Podcast, Season 2. Joining me right now, we got Marcus Gickert.
Yes.
Tell
him my name. Give him the name.
The manager of Gus Johnson, getting away from the cops' speed.
You got barbecue back there? Yeah.
Gus Johnson needs to do NFL games, man.
Someone tried to tell me he was overrated.
I'm like, dude, he's got some of the best calls in college football.
What a hype game.
Also joining me is the manager of Chef Boi HC, Hunter Cromley. Welcome back.
That's right. 3-3. We're coming back.
3-3 as well.
Hey, it's a couple, 3-3 guys.
3-3 guys, huh? Gotta keep winning. Hey, as long as you don't fall to like 1-5, you're good. You're good.
Willie.
I mean, shit. Like I said, Cade hasn't even been playing the last 5 weeks, and he's got 2 wins. So
That's ending here, though.
Sometimes you get to the end of the rainbow and you just suck at fantasy football, and there's nothing.
I have Cade this week.
So back to the gulag, hopefully for Cade. At least from your perspective. Preferably, I'd rather you lose so I can jump ahead. Or if I lose, you stay down there with me. But it is what it is.
No.
Well, gentlemen, another week of fantasy football in the books. And, one thing I love that we've kind of moved on from the whole trade shit that went down. Honestly, not just this year, but, like, the last few years. I feel like trades have just been, like, way down in the league. Marcus, I think you kind of froze. Are you there? He's left. Okay.
Yeah, he froze on mine.
So hopefully he jumps back in, but trades. Oh, there he goes.
I apologize. My internet just,
You're good. You just kind of paused. You were like,
so my face is gonna look stupid, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy, but it's all right. Kind of just okay, we talked about a little bit pre-show, but where do you guys, let's just do like a check-in with your guys' squads. Just where do you guys stand? Where do you think the future is for your teams? Is it looking up? Do you need to make a move? Are you kind of shit out of luck? Where are you guys feeling at right now?
Well, I mean, look, I started the season 0-2. I was in a little bit of a panic mode. It was a lot. You don't want to panic too fast. You don't want to sell the team too quick. And luckily, I stayed the course. I allowed things to play out the way they've played out. And now my team is 3-3, like we said. I have won one in a row, but it was against a pretty good opponent. And Dylan, I'm sorry for that trade. I didn't know that you're going after Kenneth Walker, but things played out the way they played out, and now I have them. So, so now I have.
I know, and Will
a really good.
Will needed him too that week.
Yeah. Will, thank you for that. Your team is hurt and down bad and all of the above, and I'm sorry for that, but it's got to be somebody.
Like I was telling Zach, his team looks like they take up the front of the parking lot because they're all cripples. They get a park at the front.
All the handicap players in the league are on Will's team.
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, I have Saquon, who is top 3 in his position. I have Joe Burrow, who's top 4 in his position. And I have Drake London, who's top 5 in his position. So, to have 3 top guys in their positions on my team, to be 3-3 in a league where we have, a 5-1 guy. We have quite a few 4-2 teams. I'm happy about it, to turn my team around the way it has. I just need the consistency to stay. No injuries, please, no injuries. And hopefully I can ride maybe kind of under the radar, middle of the pack, and then sneak my way into the playoffs. Like we talked, Zach, I had to piece together a win here and there. Had to go from 0-2 to maybe win one here, win one there, find a way into the playoffs. And so far so good. So far so good.
All right. Well, Marcus, talk to us about your squad. How are you feeling about your team?
Band-Aids here and there, but I honestly, they were looking like Band-Aids. I'm going to be honest. They were looking like Band-Aids. Now they're looking like legitimate surgery went well. Things are okay. We were talking before the show. Alan Lazard gave me some 25-plus points, and the man is now a free agent. He's not on the team anymore. That happens. Good enough to get you a win, not good enough to stay. Things are moving around. I needed a kicker because Brandon Aubrey, greatest kicker in the league right now, was on a bye. And so I got the guy from Minnesota. Shit happened. I have Devontae Adams, so I can live with not having Alan Lazard. But I'm doing pretty solid. Like I said, I just need to survive. I think if I can get one more win over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then Christian McCaffrey and Nico Collins comes back, I think my team will just be pretty solid. In my opinion, unbeatable once I can put them back in. Right, I don't have to worry about Ramondre Stevenson. Maybe having some issues. Unbeatable. Think about Nico Collins at this point just drops 30 on that's the only guy CJ Stroud throws the ball to. So, and then I got the stack, which everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know about that." Turns out it's going pretty well. So hamstring disappeared for Nico Collins. I had the best kicker in the league, Brandon Aubrey. I didn't know it was possible, is literally averaging 16 points. He does better than most of my other players. So that man is single-handedly also carried me to some wins. And then I've made some trades here and there. I picked up Brian Thomas Jr. I got some decent in Ramondre Stevenson, who have both been really helpful. I think it was worth it to, McBride had to go. Thank God I got rid of Rachaad White. That guy is garbage. Thank God. And, and Kyle, and you all probably saw this in the chat, but Kyle was making fun of me because he was like, who you took before? He was like, who's still available? Alvin Kamara. You took Rachaad White over him. And I was like, all right, well, thanks for the update.
All right.
We're draft watching
now.
Don't
kick that horse, man.
But
don't be pick watching me, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I play Remy this week. It's a 50-50 shot right now. I think he's only projected only a point and a half more than me. So I'm loving where I'm at. And like I said, if I can get one more win over the next 3 weeks, I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same boat as you guys. I feel pretty good. My team's starting to get healthy. Getting Nick Chubb, getting Cooper Kupp back, I feel like allows me a lot of flexibility to kind of pick and choose. I get AJ Brown, who's in there every week, David Montgomery every week. I'm hoping that Chubb can have a good week this week. I don't necessarily know if he's going to start for me or not, just because I don't know what this Browns offense is. They're terrible. So, realistically, he doesn't come in and have a big impact right away, but I feel like he can contribute down the line. We got fucking Buffalo Bills Mari Cooper right now. Basically, I'm going to be able to pick from between my, flex and wide receiver 2 between Garrett Wilson, Stephon Diggs, and Mari Cooper and Cooper Kupp. And then, at running back, thin a little bit. But they got David Montgomery, touchdown machine. And then if Chubb can come back and be just productive at all, looking pretty good there. Kyle Pitts has had the goose egg the 1 week, but he's responded with a 15-point game and a 10-point game, so can't complain there. So, but I have a tough-ass matchup. Against Dylan this week. He's projected 133 fucking points, damn near 134. So, I always kind of am nervous with a high projection if I have one, because your guys really have to ball out to meet that projection. I don't know if it's always necessarily the best thing. I mean, it means you have good players for sure, but I don't think they're always necessarily suggestive of how they're going to play that week. Baker Mayfield against Baltimore on Monday night, that's a tough game. I think it's a tough game for Derrick Henry, I think. Neighbors coming back from, a 2-week-long concussion. You never know. That Metcalf against the Arizona team, I don't know. But It could be. He could also drop 160 points though. That's the shitty thing. Well, what do you guys think of some of the competition? Like, if you guys had to, obviously we know Will's got the injury bug and Cade's been, less active than usual. But outside of those two guys, who do you think's kind of got a chance of relegation, just kind of based on their lineup and where they're at currently?
We're talking about like who has the next closest chance of relegation, because we're sitting here going, no one else is gonna get relegated other than Will, but who has the next closest?
Yeah, like let's say like, yeah, who's got the best
barring
chance?
Some
maybe,
miracle.
Damn, if those guys suck.
After,
like maybe Chase Brown becomes a legend overnight.
After a certain trade that just went through, I would have two predictions. Spencer's team, the reigning champ, I would be afraid could be relegated. His bench is not. The numbers pop off at you, but when you read the players, it's out. He just traded away CeeDee Lamb. He's getting Mike Evans. He's getting Najee Harris. His running backs, other than James Cook, or he has Tony Pollard and Aaron Jones, who have been great, but at any random point, they could stop doing great. Like Minnesota's offense, we don't know if they're going to fall off a cliff. They're 5-0. Are they going to stay at that pace? Let's be honest, no.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard, I have no clue how he's been as good as he has on the Titans team. They're god-awful. I'm assuming it's just because he's a receiving back and he gets a lot of receptions. But other than that, is Brock Bowers, he's going to get better with Devontae Adams leaving, like Jacoby Myers, obviously. But, Patrick Mahomes has kind of been a little, not Patrick Mahomes this year. He's just been kind of bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
especially fantasy-wise, a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, and
not a single game this year with 20 points at all.
And he just lost to Clint. And I think Clint's got a decent team. He plays the other Spencer this week, and I think that Spencer's got a better team than him. Week 9, he's not his schedule just gets a lot tougher from here. Like I said, he plays Dylan right after Spencer. Dylan's team, we know, can put up 160, 170 in the snap of a finger, and it's over. From there, he gets Cade. Unless Cade has another miracle game like he did against Kyle, it's not going to happen. But from there,
when Cade puts a starting lineup together,
he
scored points. It's almost crazy to think about.
But from there,
you put a whole starting roster out. You get
when you start a tight end, it's crazy. But from there, his schedule just gets worse. He has to play my fellow brain cell, Jake. He has to play my fellow brain cell. And then he has to play Remy, who's got a solid team. Then he has to play Clint again, who he just lost by 40. Then he has to play Spencer again, who I think is better. Then he's got to play Dylan again. I think his schedule gets so significantly harder from here out, and I think he has made his team worse than before. That he's only got 2 wins. We saw it happen. He was putting up 140, 138 points a week, and he wasn't winning. So he's already kind of behind the bar, or behind everyone else, the pack, and his schedule just gets harder. So if I had to,
I don't know why he made that trade.
He needed a wide receiver. He didn't lose this week. He got rid of CeeDee Lamb. If he didn't trade for a wide receiver, you'd be screwed right now. You would have no chance of winning this week. So he went out and I guess
Hopkins. Jesus.
Mike Evans, if you're going to risk that
Najee?
versus.
Mike Evans and Najee, which I understand. I'm not saying Mike Evans is a terrible downgrade, but it's CeeDee Lamb is CeeDee Lamb. You already have
win.
Running backs.
Because like I said, remember he's behind the 8 ball. If he doesn't go to try to trade for this win, if he loses this week, he falls to 2-5, and now he's in a legitimate shot of getting relegated. Will just needs to fall into a win at that point, and now Spencer's looking at. So I kind of see why he did it.
No, I understand. I don't disagree with making the trade. I just don't know why he made the trade he made when he needed another wide receiver. Because don't get me wrong, Devontae Smith isn't terrible, but when you're giving up CeeDee Lamb for another receiver, that just means later down the road he's going to have to deal with the Bucks on a bye.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck in the same predicament. Now you have an extra wide running back, which you can't plug into your lineup when you have James Cook, Tony Pollard, and Aaron Jones.
That's true. But, I mean, I think maybe he's trying to play because, again, at this point with the way Will's team is going, I think the mark is like 3 wins. I think if you can get to 3 wins with the way Will's team is going, you'll be fine. He's not at that point right now. And taking a scheduled loss when he's 2-4 right now, you can't really do that. Because then you go to 2-5, and like we were talking about, the only other winnable game I see on the schedule is against Cade, and Cade's team has suddenly become pretty solid. So if you don't make that trade, if you're going to take the scheduled loss, you're setting yourself even further behind. And like we said, Will might fall into a win. It could just happen. Someone might have a horrible week, and Will's 80 points is enough to win. And all of a sudden, now you're 2-12, and all of a sudden you're 2-12 with Will. And what does it come down to at that point? Who gets relegated? Is it points? Is it?
Yeah, it's based on points. So he's only got like 70 points on Will right now. So
yeah. So I get the trade. If that would be my next guess, past Cade and Will would be Spencer's team, just because I think his schedule is brutal. That's a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
And I don't think his team. He won. I not necessarily think he made his team worse. I just don't think he made it better in the long run. He got a running back he can't play. He's already got 3 pretty solid running backs. So we got an extra running back he can't play. Plus he has Javonte Williams on the bench who could pop off for 15 points at any random point. So not that his team is necessarily bad. It just didn't get better. It just didn't. There wasn't a lot there, and I don't think he got the value of what CeeDee Lamb was worth. But what are you going to do?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would have asked for more. I would have asked for someone.
And of course, he goes to a team like Kyle, who already has Tyreek Hill.
Well, Tyreek Hill, here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, Tyreek Hill. Man's been garbage. No Tua, and the man has just been a statue. And hopefully Tua comes back or they can trade for a quarterback. But until that happens, Tyreek Hill is kind of useless. They cannot throw the ball. They cannot run the ball. They can't do anything because whoever's playing quarterback is garbage. So,
which is understandable, but it's still Tyreek Hill. Like, that man could pop off for 35 points at any given game, and that scares me.
But here's the thing: we've been saying that in the Brain Cell group chat. We've been saying that still hasn't happened. We've been saying all he needs to do is get one catch and he's gone, but it can't happen. Tyler Huntley or Skylar Thompson, they just can't get him the ball at this point. So there's no volume, and if there's no volume, and you're going to have to work off maybe 3 catches, now you're limiting yourself to 3 catches, and it's clear he's not doing well. So,
yeah, for me, the team that I'd probably pick that is probably next closest to be relegated, I'd probably have to be Remy.
Ooh.
Honestly, Remy, just because, look, I mean, he is, 3-3. He's up there. He's with everybody. But when it comes to points forced, he actually has less points forced this season than Will does.
Oh, wow.
And it's only going to get worse for him from here because he still has to play Kyle twice. He still has to play. Yeah, he still has to play Kamish. He still has to play me. He plays Marcus this week. We're all fighting tooth and nail for these wins. And then, like I said, he's only put up compared to the entirety of the league. He's only put up 636 points this year. Will has 4 more points than him, and he only has 1 more point over Spencer Bradbury, who somehow is in 3rd place with only 635 points put up this year.
Hey, that's the weak-ass East. That's what that is. Me and Zach were talking about that. That's the East Division being weaker than toilet paper. Oh, my God.
So, Rem, I know you're sitting pretty at 3-3, my man, but you're going to have to figure out a way because even your team, I'm not saying your team's bad, but there's not really anybody on the team that kind of pops off at me. I mean, you have James Conner, who's pretty solid. Brock Purdy for fantasy this year has been pretty solid, but Jordan Mason, not going to be the starter come, week 11, 12, whenever CMC comes back. Amon-Ra, can't complain about that. Ayuk has been more than a bust this year. Travis Kelce figuring it out. He's figuring it out, especially with Rashee Rice down. But
I like that.
Anytime,
but here's the thing: is he
anytime
figuring
you're
it
making
out?
a trade for Tyler Lockett, bro.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing:
Tyler Lockett.
is Travis Kelce figuring out because Rashee Rice is out, and it just happens he's getting more volume? Because let's be honest, he's not been bad because he's getting old. He's been bad because Patrick Mahomes just does not look good this year. Like, I don't know what it is,
Right.
but like, because I had Rashee Rice. As someone who had Rashee Rice, I can tell you Rashee Rice was putting up 20-plus points a week. So,
Yeah.
having Rashee Rice was awesome. So at this point, is he getting up there now because of the volume? Yeah, which works. Take it because you're going to need it. And I don't know if the Chiefs are going to trade for a wide receiver or sign someone.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, the decent receivers to trade for was Devontae Adams, was Amari Cooper. Those guys have been dealt. I really don't know who else is available that like makes you better as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his bench doesn't really have anybody on there that jumps out to me. Like you look at some of the benches across the league. He has 2 guys on IR right now that's killing his team. One of them's going to come back eventually. The other one probably not. But some people have people on bye. Some people have somebody who's just out a week or two. He really doesn't have anybody other than Austin Eckler. Keenan Allen only had 1 good week, and that was last week against the Jags.
Yeah, I mean, he's a homer guy. Like, anytime you have 4 of your own team on your team,
that's rough.
And listen, I'm all about being a fan of your team, but to put all your eggs kind of in that basket,
absolutely.
It's like, bro, you got to take your fandom out of it and realize, dude, you root for the Bears. Okay, your team is the Bears, who, yes, they have good players on the team, but
not
people
good
really
underestimate players.
They underestimate the fucking, just the time it takes to develop that chemistry with the quarterback and the offensive coordinator.
Right. And in all honesty, he should only have 2 wins because he faced Bradbury on the week where Bradbury only put up 68 points. He won with an 83 score, so it's like,
yeah,
it's
gentlemen,
tough.
I do gotta get going here. It is been awesome
no worries,
being on,
bro.
Even though it was like 20 minutes. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
it's good to talk to you.
Yeah, next time we'll get you on for a full episode.
Oh yeah.
Chigo.
Matchup of the week. Just let you guys know this right now. Just kind of looking at it, league wise. Give me, just because I think it's going to be fun. Give me the brain cells. Give me Kyle and Jake.
I was going to say probably the brain cells
or me and
Dylan this week are probably the 2 biggest matchups.
Yeah. Give me. I like the brain cells. I like the brain cells.
I like that.
But you gentlemen have a wonderful night and have a great week, and may the fantasy gods keep your players healthy.
Yes. Same to you. Have a good one.
Yep.
And should be having B Liga come on here any minute, right?
Yeah, he should be getting on here, so hopefully we can hear from the B Liga correspondent. If not, I'll dive into some of those matchups.
There you go. But I hate to do it to you too, but I got to get going as well. I know. I just got the text. I got to go.
No
I got to take the lunch to the girlfriend at school, so. But for me, my matchup of the week, let me do that really quick too before I leave.
Yeah.
I think it's you and Dylan. You guys are fighting. Same record.
Yeah.
He has the obviously projected total advantage, but like we were talking about earlier, projections are tough to go ahead and follow in any aspect of fantasy because you have no clue what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
At any given moment in any of the games. So as much as I'd like to say that Dylan is going to walk away with this one, it's a tough one, because you have A.J. Brown back, Garrett Wilson, even though Devontae's playing, Garrett Wilson could get, like you said, a lot better looks. He may not get a higher volume of looks, but he's going to have somebody on the other side of the field kind of taking away those looks. It's really just going to come down to what Tank does for you, or if you end up playing Nick Chubb this week.
I think it's going to come down to
How
RB2.
much Nick Chubb actually is back to his normal self. And as a fan of Nick Chubb's, as a person who has Nick Chubb in another league, I'm really hoping that he does come back to his form, and maybe gets you a touchdown and can put up at least like 15 fantasy points up there for you. Because if you get that, then I think it'll be a dogfight all the way down to the end.
Yeah, man, it's going to come down to those Monday nighters.
Yeah.
There's two Monday night games again this week. You got Arizona Chargers and then Tampa Bay Baltimore. And
And both your quarterbacks are doing that, huh?
Both of our quarterbacks are going to be there. He's got Derrick Henry in that. And then I have the Chargers defense as well. So I'm kind of playing against myself there. But
I was going to say.
The Chargers defense has been like pretty good. They're like been one of the more consistent teams. They're the 8th team right now.
Yeah.
They've had an interception in every game, and they've had multiple sacks in every game too. So.
Yeah.
We'll
against the Cardinals, Kyler Murray is bound to go off, and hopefully the Chargers go up. They maybe get a defensive touchdown here and there, and then it just leaves Kyler Murray all the way at the end to have to do a lot of garbage time points for you.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. But hey, buddy, thanks for joining us. Have a good rest of your day, buddy.
Thank you. You too. It looks like you got reinforcements. So.
Yeah. I was about to be the meme of like.
100
guys here.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, have a good one.
Hey, you too. Buddy. You too.
Later, buddy. Well, welcome, our B Liga correspondent, Andrew. How you doing today, buddy?
Good. A little tired, but I'm good. I'm here.
Yeah, he's a busy working man.
Grind never stops.
The grind doesn't stop. No, it does not. But we had a couple guests on. Hunter was here. Marcus was here. They kind of had to run early, so we talked some Premier League stuff. But now that you're here,
let's get into the real league.
Let's get into the B Liga here. Because the B Liga, man, it's just so exciting to watch. Just like specifically from my point of view, seeing it take off and be as competitive as it is, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me see. Yeah, everyone's doing really competitive. Oh shit, we still got Jose Castro undefeated, but we also have, everyone has 2 wins, or at least 2 wins. So, nobody's out. Nobody's out. Hold on. Fuck.
Did you spill your water?
No, I spilled my my bottle opener. Yeah, spilled my bottle opener, but we're good.
Dang, that bet got me fucked up, dude.
Yeah, do you want to start there, or
that wasn't even a close game? Oh my god!
Told you, Jose's team is just fucking insane. So,
I mean, he started Romo Dunze. Come on, for the potty. God. Well, it doesn't help with Marvin Harrison gets 0 points.
Yeah, it's.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, we can get into that. I've been pretty eager as to who the fuck you're going to put in my team.
Okay. Well, before I announce who I put on your team, just holy shit, 144 to 188.
Should we just do like the recap real quick before we get into that?
Yeah.
Just do the weekly recap from week 6.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. Like you were saying, Jose Castro, big win, 144 to 88.
Yeah. Goddamn. Derrick Henry, yeah, he's just fucking carrying his team till Christian McCaffrey comes back. Or, no, wait, he traded McCaffrey. No. He still has McCaffrey. Yeah, he's just carrying the team till McCaffrey comes back. He's got, high prospects like Jordan Mason and Chuba Hubbard. So, yeah, Jose, he's 6-0. If he's got a good team, there's no real stopping him
Yeah,
till
man.
I face him.
Ooh.
Because I haven't played him yet.
No. That's good. Let's talk about your matchup. You took an L this week, man. You took an L this week.
Yeah, I made a trade the week before to get Chris Olave and Najee Harris. I'm glad Najee Harris popped off. I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting like 10 points. But I am quite fucked with Chris Olave. Meanwhile, I
Yeah.
traded away AJ Brown. He got like what, 20 points?
He had a
Something
good
like that.
game.
But hey, you know what? I'm not worried. I still got Nico Collins. Nico Collins, once he comes back, he'll be a dog.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans will be good.
Jonathan Taylor
I
comes
just need to
back. He'll
figure
be
out a
feeling
good
good.
flex. I was hoping that could be Olave, but
Yeah, I mean, when you get Jonathan Taylor back, slide Najee down to the flex and hope that he still is usable.
Yeah. Thankfully, he should play this week. So
That's good.
yeah, I don't think I moved him up yet, but yeah.
Now he's on your bench right now, but
Okay.
well, actually, I don't know. I'm on last week's thing, so
All right. Oh wait, no, I got him. I got him up. So
okay.
I got my team that I'm not happy about starting, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Talk about prestige. Talked about porta potty. Baked Mayfield, man, I gotta stop fucking choosing you to win because you just a 3-game losing streak here for you. That's tough.
yeah. Let's see who kind of screwed the pooch for you today. DK Metcalf, Trey Sermon, uh, Thomas Jr. Yeah, Thomas Jr. Like, it's just one bad week. He just got caught in a bad week. He probably could have beat what's his name, Gridiron Gods right after. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's all right. I wouldn't be discouraged by that. But
Yeah, I mean his team's pretty good. He's got Bijan. Finally had a good week from Bijan. St. Brown, good. Yeah, if he just Singletary being hurt kind of screws you too. So,
yeah, it's just a rough week.
but it's a good sign for Gridiron Gods. He only had one win heading into that week, so
Yeah,
to get that second win's pretty big.
AJ Brown got him the dub, so you're welcome.
That's right. He had AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, so he had a good week.
He
Good
probably
for him.
he definitely needed AJ Brown after the whole Devontae Adams news. I feel like Wilson's gonna take a hit.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I think it's more of like the Lazards and the secondary guys. I think Garrett Wilson will still get. He's not going to get 23 targets in a game like he did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
But I think he's still due for 8 to 12. Like, they're going to still try to get him involved. And hopefully they're better looks now that they have a little more coverage shifted to Devontae's side. At least you can hope as a manager. As a guy who's got Garrett Wilson stock, I hope that's I got the hiccups now. I hope that's the case.
I mean he has been proven that he's a good receiver for Aaron Rodgers. So,
Mm-hmm.
if anything, he'll probably take the wide receiver 2 role. But yeah, he should be fine.
Eric, all my Jigbas and Jigbas
Yeah,
taking an L.
my poor brother. Oh, he got cursed with the James Cook shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just no helping
Ugh.
that. They called that last minute.
Yeah, that's so tough, man.
But to be honest, I don't think he had any running backs to put in anyway. Yeah, Kyron
Yeah.
Williams is out. Yeah, that's rough. Kyron Williams is out, and James Cook gives you a goose egg. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, still would have been tough to win, but Kirk Chain's getting a 3-3. DeAndre Swift's been really good. Terry McLaurin, good.
Jaden Daniels, Brock Bowers, rookies are saving his team.
For real. For real. He
Good
got
shit.
Tyreek Hill kind of holding him back a little bit.
Oh, and he's got the Terry combo too. That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's gonna be a combo to win leagues.
Yeah, that's big time. How about Pickens up your sister losing his second game in a row?
Yeah, quite surprising. That is insane, but 147, yeah, there's just not much you can do with that. Who
Yeah,
knew Joe
swollen
Mixon would
units.
have that great of a day? And
Ah, that
coming off
shit pissed
injury.
me off. That shit pissed me off.
It helped me in another league, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And then Barkley didn't even have a good game. Chase had a mediocre game. So
Mm,
the Bears fan gets a big win. Cole Kmet, 24 points. Sure, he was happy about that.
props to you.
Um,
Damn, he's got Caleb Williams on the bench. Good
yeah,
pickup with Baker Mayfield. So it's like,
it's
yeah, two two
seriously, man.
quarterbacks. I don't think anyone really thought they were going to be good in fantasy, but here they are.
Seriously. So he gets the win 147 115. Um, like you said, man, it's competitive. There's multiple 2-4 teams. There's multiple 3-3 teams. And then there's Jose kind of standing alone at 6-0.
Yeah, there's 6-0 and three
Um,
and three.
yeah,
That's
six
oh
six is
so
six. You're either 6-0, 2-4, 3-3. That's what you are in this league. Which,
yeah.
man, that's awesome. It's going to come down to the wire, especially when it comes down to playoffs. Only 4 teams are going to make the playoffs.
Oh, it's only 4 teams.
Only 4 teams. So
Interesting.
it's
All right.
right now it's Prestige, Pickens Up Your Sister, Swollen Units, and Slick
You
Konsenko
kind of froze. What happened?
as the top seeds right now.
Oh,
Top 4.
hold on.
Looks like you're just one out based on your scores, your points for.
Okay.
But you're
I'm
only
just going
26
out.
points behind though. Yeah, you're 26
Okay.
behind Slick and Senko. So
That's okay. That's okay.
still time to make up for it. Obviously, if you can get some more wins. Yeah, man, B Liga, man. It's good fantasy football, man. It's good fantasy football to watch. I'm glad I'm not in the thick of it, having to manage it, and I got too much stress in the Premier League, so I'm glad I don't have to deal with the B Liga pressure right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Everyone in
but
B Liga's got knives and we're in the dark. Meanwhile, Jose's
yeah,
got a
man.
gun.
He's got the fucking Predator gun.
Yeah. Yeah, Christ.
Just fucking heat seeking. But yeah, I mean, you did win the bet. You took Jose to win. I took Laporta Potty. You get to make a change to my roster here.
All right. So let's pull up your team. I want to take one more look at it. I had an idea. I just want to see if I stick with this idea, which I think I am. Um, I don't want to pick the worst option. I don't want to completely screw you over, but I do want it interesting. I don't care who you take out, but you have to start on Amari Cooper on his brand new team, the
Oh
Bills.
no! No!
Start Amari Cooper, who is brand new on the Bills.
Son of a
Their new
bitch!
wide receiver 1.
Damn, I'm gonna have to fucking do some thinking.
Like I said, you
Garrett
can.
Wilson and
I don't
Diggs for
care who you
now.
take out. It could be Brown, Wilson, or Diggs, but you have to start Amari Cooper.
You son of a bitch!
Hey, I hear you talking about all
Oh,
those receivers you have on your team. It's time to see it.
I know.
Was that the one you were fearing I'd pick, or did you have a worse option?
No, I was hoping you'd put Nick Chubb in though.
See, I saw him and I'm like, oh, Nick Chubb, and I'm like, no, I gotta stick with the one I was thinking of.
Here's the thing, though. So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
I have some people interested in trading for Amari Cooper.
Okay.
What if he gets traded, or do I have to wait until now the end of the week to trade him?
Um.
How do you feel about that? I feel like out of the respect for the bet, I have to wait.
You know what? You have to take a good bet. if you or you have to take a good trade if you have one. But so you know what? I'll leave it up to you. If you do trade away Amari Cooper, you have to start Anthony Richardson.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll leave it up
Alright.
to you. I'll leave it up to you.
Oh. Okay. That
Cooper,
so all right.
Cooper Cup is the first option though. If you don't make a trade, you have to put him. But if you do make a trade happen, you got to start Richardson.
All right. Dang. Okay, that is a tough conundrum to deal
Yeah.
with now.
So by all means.
Ah, shit. Oof, that is tough. I feel like I'd rather play Richardson.
Really, you feel good about Richardson? I don't.
I just don't know about Kyler against the Chargers is the only thing. But also I don't know about Diggs against Green Bay either.
Yeah.
But I also have concerns about Garrett Wilson too against Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's they're still a good defense.
Yeah. But Sunday night.
All right.
All
All right.
on Sunday night.
All right. Well, do you want to get into the next week's matchups in B League? Make some predictions. Maybe make a bet, unless you want to bet on something in A.
No, I've got to stop betting.
No, you're calling off.
I gotta. Nah, I'll probably be down for something.
If you want, because I know usually I'm the one that initiates the bet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you do it if you feel something you're confident on.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Okay.
God damn it, Jose! Fuck you for this, man.
Jose, thank you. But now that that's over, Jose, you need to go to 6-1 this week. I don't care who you're playing against. You got to go to 6-1.
Somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to lose.
Someone's got to lose. Someone's got to beat them.
Let's go on over to the B Liga.
Okay.
So,
do you want to start with my matchup or end with my matchup?
Let's end with it.
Okay, then I'm starting from the back.
From the back, yeah.
Alrighty, so we got Pickens Up Your Sister versus Hallmy and Jigbuzz first. And let's see who we got. Fields against Fields.
Fields. Red flag.
Yeah.
Who else does he got?
Okay. He's got Kyler Murray. He's fine.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
But we also got Jordan Love going up against Houston, which
home.
As much as I love Jordan Love, I basically hop on his dick at this point. I'd say bench him this week for Kirk Cousins. Absolutely. Yeah. Not to say that Jordan Love's going to do bad against the Texans, but Kirk Cousins against the horrible Seattle defense, that'll get the win for him.
Yeah, a lot of hurt question marks over here on Pickens Up Your Sister. Kamara banged up. Neighbors still hasn't practiced. Didn't practice yesterday or today. Well, actually, I don't know about today. I don't know if it's come out today yet, but
I heard he was limited today.
Okay, so he didn't practice yesterday. Was limited today. So that's a better sign. Feel good about that. But we don't know about Goddard. He does got Freiermuth.
Yeah.
He does have a little bit of Nick Chubb, but he's got. So I mean, he's still in a good spot. McConkey is kind of a wild card. You don't really know what you're getting from him. That Chargers offense is a little deficient as far as like being able to rack up a lot of points and yards. They're efficient on the ground, but through the air, they're not really putting up the big numbers that you'd like fantasy wise. But I think Hellman and Jigbas has guys like Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely. They're kind of wild cards, and even at this point, Breece Hall as well. Like you don't really know what to expect from him at this point.
Yeah.
Devonta Smith and Zay Flowers have been pretty good the last few weeks for sure, but Likely and Breece Hall have kind of been wild cards. You don't really know what you're getting. They haven't been really consistent.
Yeah, and I don't know about likely because Mark Andrews got his first touchdown of the season last week,
Yeah,
and
he puckered up.
yeah, so I don't know if that's like a a sign for Andrews taking back the starting spot, but I I don't know if I'd risk it, to be honest. I don't know if he can pick up another tight end, but yeah,
Yeah, who's it? Does he have any backup?
I don't think he does. So he's gonna have to go to waivers.
No, he does not. Waivers might be someone all right. He's got
Is Whittington a tight end? No, that's a okay.
no. I mean, Hawkinson's there. Kincaid is there. Schultz is there. Kate Otten is there.
Kincaid is there.
Yeah, looks like Kincaid just got dropped recently.
Oh, what the fuck? All right, well, shit, I might pick his ass up.
Yeah, Kincaid is there. He's questionable. He was limited today, but
Oh wait, no, I got Kittle. I don't need him.
yeah.
But yeah, I
I got
think
Pickens up your sister here.
you got Pickens up your sister.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to agree. He's got if he can put Kyler Murray in, then yeah, I got Ryan. Sorry, Eric.
Eric's probably better. I didn't vote for you anyway because I have not been doing good for you.
Next up, we got Slick Conseco versus Baked Mayfield. A lot of question marks for Slick this week.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay, Evan Ingram, Ramondre Stevenson. Who's he got? Okay, not like stellar people, but they're not bad. He's got Sutton. He's got Michael Pittman, Keon Coleman. Shit. Well, now we get to see Baked Mayfield with, full squad. He's got Amon Ra back. Brian Thomas against New England. That should definitely get him some points. Shit, Jacksonville might even win that game.
Shit, yeah.
My
Bijan,
only concern is,
Kareem Hunt.
yeah, I really like your team. I'm just not thrilled on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he's been kind of disappointing. Like the rushing yards, the rushing production hasn't really been there. He's just getting tush pushes, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose, I'd probably choose Baker Mayfield here. But something tells me that Slick and Senko's gonna win. I don't know why.
It's just because Baked Mayfield's let you down for a little bit.
Yeah,
but no, I think I agree with you. I think I'm gonna have to go with Baked Mayfield with this one. There's more of a higher ceiling with the people that like he has and who they're going up against. So like Metcalf, I feel like he's gonna have a really good game. Same with Thomas. St. Brown, I don't know. He's going up against Minnesota, but they did have a bye week, so hopefully they have something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mayfield.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards Baker Mayfield here, 50-50 though. I think.
Okay.
Maybe like 53-50 or 47. Baker Mayfield.
All righty.
Prestige worldwide. Taking on Kirko Chains.
All righty.
Man, this team is loaded, man. Derrick Henry, Chuba Hubbard, Davante Adams, Chris Godwin, Adam Jones. Just happened to be like everyone he drafted ended up being a fucking star.
Yeah, no, he just knew.
So good for him. Yeah, Kirko Chains looks pretty rough. Rashad White, Tanks Bigsby, Tyreek Hill.
Man, well, hold on. Who's got on his bench? He could put in Amari Cooper.
I mean, this got Cooper Kupp.
He does have Cooper Kupp back. Brock Bowers.
Practicing. DeAndre Swift's on a bye. Pacheco's hurt.
You know, I don't hate his team. It's just his running backs. Like he has Swift who's on bye, but
Yeah, that Pacheco injury looks like it hurt him.
but like Jaden Daniels in Carolina, he's just gonna fucking go off, dude.
That's true. That if anything can save you, it's going to be that Jaden Daniels, Tyree McLaurin stack.
And
then you got Bowers, Cup, who I think are just going to be target machines. So there's still a possibility, and Bigsby's probably getting the start this week. So
yeah,
can't count him out. It's just be kind of bit by the injury bug and the bye week right as you're facing a full strength Prestige Worldwide. That's tough.
well, you know, Derrick Henry, Chuba Hubbard, they're gonna do good, absolutely. Devontae Adams, I feel like he could have a good week, but you know, him in the starting lineup against the Jets in his or with the Jets in his first game, like he'll definitely be good there. I just don't know about his first week.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Jones.
Yeah, like I feel like he'll get like a 1 yard touchdown or 2 yard touchdown, and then probably not really do much for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And this might be my hot take, but like I think CJ Stroud's gonna have a bad game against the Packers.
Ooh.
Like
Packer fan.
I think like CJ Stroud's gonna get like 9 points.
Oh damn.
It's just because the Packers defense is like actually really fucking good this year, and
yeah, they are.
I don't know. I'm not saying the Texans are bad. I'm not like completely sold on them this year. So I think Packers defense gives them a really hard time, which is funny because Kirko has the Packers defense.
So I mean, this could be a trap game a little bit for Jose here.
Yeah.
Premier League undefeated guy ran into a little bit of a trap game this last week. So, man, this could be a game that Jose's really gonna have. His team's gonna have to show up.
Yeah.
Points because it could end up being a tough one. With his matchups and stuff.
So my brain says Jose, but my heart and my gut and my official prediction is going to be Kirko Chains.
Kirko Chains, the official prediction.
Yep, I'm picking Kirko Chains to win, and I'm probably going to be wrong, but you know, I'm doing it. I'm picking Kirko Chains.
I want to bet you on that, but knowing my luck, it'll be the week that fucking Jose loses. So I'm gonna skip that one. But looking at Laporta Potty taking on the Gridiron Gods, I really like Laporta's team. Geno Smith, don't love him actually, but James Conner, J.K. Dobbins, Drake London, T. Higgins, tight end in Green Bay, Justin Jefferson in the fucking flex. Like, that's a pretty good squad.
Yeah.
I don't like Ayuk. Ayuk's been so bad this year.
Where's Ayuk? Oh, yeah.
He's on Gridiron Gods.
I don't know about Kelsey. I know he had a good game last week, but
yeah. New addition. Garrett Wilson. We'll see. And then the running backs are kind of just.
They're just okay. Like they're running back twos.
They can give you some points, but they could also leave some stinkers for you, like Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams.
Yeah, Javonte Williams against the Saints, like that. The Saints defense, like
on a Thursday night, like it's gonna be a tough.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Javonte Williams. Same thing with Brock Purdy. How's he been doing this year?
He's been pretty good fantasy wise. It's just
okay, yeah, he's been doing decent.
I think you just try to stack that Ayuk Purdy combination, and it's just the connection hasn't been there with Ayuk, so you're not doubling up on the points like you'd like to.
Yeah,
he's been using Kittle a lot more. Debo's been a lot more effective, so It's kind of where I'm at with the San Fran offense. I'm not too impressed with them.
So who you got? Port Potty or
Porta
God?
potty. I'm
You
gonna
got
go
Potty?
porta potty here. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree. I'm going Potty.
yeah. It's kind of where I'm thinking. So here's your matchup. Taking
Yep.
on swollen units.
Swollen
Swollen units
units.
just had the highest score in the league last week.
Yeah.
Projected 10 more, but
Barkley,
I mean,
Mixon, Chase, Samuel, Pitts, Dell. Yeah, he's got a good team, and my team is pretty banged up right now. Um, so I'll be honest. I do think I take an L this week,
eesh.
but I have some people that could pop off, like Quentin Johnson against the Cardinals. Um, there's a chance. He's had some good games
Yeah,
where he's had like 15 points or more. So if I could just get one of those games out of him, then
yeah, that'd be
um,
nice.
well, he's had one game where he's got above. He's got 22, and then everything else has been like 5, 12, 14.
Yeah, this is the thing with the Chargers offense. Like, you're really kind of dependent on the touchdown
Yeah,
with their off fantasy wise, at least.
they're just kind of running with J.K. Dobbins and running the hell out of teams.
Yeah, seriously,
Um,
seriously.
but Kittle has been actually putting up really good weeks back to back. So gets Chiefs, he's probably gonna. I don't know. He's probably gonna be mad. Joe Burrow against Cleveland. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll put him in this week. Well, he's my
Burrow.
only quarterback, so I have to.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland's been so bad that even with the good defense that they have, like, there's still plenty of points to be scored against us, to be honest. So, not a bad start. I think if Taylor comes back, plays, and is healthy the whole game, you got a chance to win here.
Yeah.
I think obviously the needle is pointing in his direction, just with Debo and Chase and Barkley and Mixon kind of at the forefront, but
Yeah.
you can't underestimate Taylor. What Taylor is able to do when he's out there. J.S. Jacobs has been better the last few weeks. Mike Evans could have 2 touchdowns, and like you said, Kittle's been kind of popping off. He's kind of been a big part of their game plan. So, and you got Young Wei Koo, who's a good kicker, can put you up a bunch of good points too. So,
Yeah.
um, I think I would probably say you could win this week, man. Like, I really do.
Really? So
Yeah.
you think I could win? Because I don't think I have a chance, to be honest.
I mean, it's definitely out there. I guess. I mean, never mind. Barkley at New York.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna run for 3 touchdowns that game.
Yeah, he's about to go off. Never mind. I think I'm gonna have to go swollen units.
Yeah, I'm going swollen units too, but I'll try my darndest.
Yeah. So there it is. That's the breakdown. Um. It's always good to be on the podcast. I just like being on here talking ball with the boys. So.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
As we come to the end here, do you want to get some hot takes in?
Um, like I said, I think I'm gonna stick with CJ Stroud has less than 10 points this week in fantasy.
Okay, I like that.
Um, I don't even know NFL matchups right now, so I'll have to take a look. But
Nah,
I
you're
guess if
fine.
you wanna do your fantasy,
Yeah, fantasy. It's a tough one for me. I'm gonna go out and say that. Um, I do think Nick Chubb. Let's see, it's tough. Um, Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I think that the Chargers are gonna show why they're one of the top defenses in the league on Monday night against the Cardinals. I think that Chargers defense is pretty legit, and I think we're going to get a pretty good showing from them on Monday night.
Yeah, I hate to agree, but yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my fantasy take.
All right.
But
So, what are you thinking? Like at least 11 points or more?
yeah, I think definitely get in the double digits for sure.
All right. Nice. Um. All right. Well, I have to ask. We don't necessarily have to do one, but is there a bet you're confident in,
Um,
or do you want to
there
save it
was a
for next
couple.
week and do a bigger bet?
I would say, no, let's save it for next week and we'll go a little. We'll up it.
All right. Yeah, we could take a break this week.
But if you're talking about a parlay bet, maybe I would say give me Terry McLaurin's yards all day long
Terry
against
McLaurin's
Carolina.
yards. Oh, yeah, I
Against
agree.
Carolina, whatever his line is, give me the over. I'll take it.
For me, if for like, yeah, in that aspect, I'd probably say Saquon Barkley first touchdown.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Well, buddy, thanks for joining us. Shout out to Hunter and Marcus over here earlier. Shout out to you for being here at the end.
Of course.
As always, this is the Commissioner's Podcast. Thank you all for listening and watching and following along. We love you. All right, so have a good rest of your guys' day.
Adios.